Oh, he was up there. I was looking in here. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone now. Draining under the water. This is the clearest I've seen this water in a long time.
Ya saben qué tengo, sí.
Cuentan otra versión. Ellos tienen otros datos. National Geographic sometimes.
That's no, that's the boy. That's the boy. Marking your territory. Marking your territory. El bebé está más grande. I guess. Dice, "Mijo, estos hombres pues pueden saltar y ¡pum!
Yeah, tiene perro culazo, güey.
Salud.
We didn't see that on the hill.
Ah, ya viendo mojado.
Bien feo.
Yo pensé que estuviera largo. Ajá. Pero ella quiere que la cargue. Yo quiero que la cargue.
Ah.
No, pensé que alguien le gritaba a ella. Oh, I did get a boo-boo, yeah.
Thank you, Warden. We're gonna twin day, and twin day does mean let's go. Jam, everyone. My name is Taylor from New Orleans, Louisiana. As we're heading on our journey, we are gonna make sure we keep our hands, arms, legs, and feet inside this vehicle at all times. We're also gonna make sure we stay fully seated at all times. That does include even if I stop the truck or if you or your little ones can't see an animal. We still have to stay fully seated as this is a real truck that I am really driving. And that does include all of our little lap sitters. They're called lap sitters, not lap standers. Now, if you look above your head, it's going to be a spotting guide to help you identify animals as we travel along the way. We're not going to see every single one of those animals, but the ones we do see, I'll try my best to stop for. However, sometimes I can't stop. So make sure you have your cameras ready and you're always paying attention. You never know when the animals might do something really cool. Are there any animals on there that we're looking for, particularly some of our favorites maybe? Giraffe, okay, that's a good one to look for. The other ones?
Crocodile.
Crocodile, okay, that says a lot about you, my friend. I see what type of person we are back there. Any other ones from any other people?
She likes birds a lot.
Birds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, I got a couple of them that we can look for. So we'll keep elephants. Oh yeah, they're some of my favorites. So we'll keep them on our to-do list. We're just gonna wait for the warden and let us know we can head in. If you look to your right, it's gonna say you're now entering Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Harambe does translate to English as coming together, just like we are right about now to see these amazing animals. As we do go see those animals, I know they're cute, but try not to make any noises at them, whistle at them to get their attention. They are gonna ignore you anyways, but also they are protected species and we don't want to scare them. Alright, this first area is the little Atiri forest. The animals that live here are very reserved, quiet, and very good at hiding and camouflaging. First up, on the left-hand side, is the bongo antelopes. The rust color animal with horns, and the tan color animal without horns is the greater kudu. You'll see a couple more as we go around here. On the right hand side by the bamboo is the okapi. Now, kudus and bongos both have those stripes on their backs. That helps them to hide in the bushes and blend in with the rays of the sun more naturally when they are trying to hide. Bongos also have horns that face towards their back. That helps them to tilt their chins up, lay them flat, so they can run through the bushes or walk through without making much noise or snagging onto things. Now the okapi, maybe you noticed those zebra-like stripes on their legs. However, their only known relative is actually the giraffe. In fact, their tongues are so long they can lick their own eyeballs and ears to grunt. Yummy. Alright, we're gonna go around this rocks here. I'm not seeing anything hanging out here. We're gonna see if they're hanging out on the other side. Alright, look to your left, all the way to this back wall on the rocks. You'll see the black rhino standing up back there. Yep, he is big. They can weigh up to about 3,000 pounds. Even though they weigh that much, they can still run 30 miles per hour about with all 4 feet off the ground. So they're pretty fast for their size. Look to your left, those black and white birds are going to be called the saddle-billed storks. They do have a yellow flap on their beaks that's shaped like a saddle. That's where they get their names from. They also have a 9 feet wingspan. That's as big as that canopy right above your head. Alright, now we're heading over to Safi River. Now Safi River is going to be home to many water animals. But as you can see, we're going to drive through the dried up part of the river. It's going to be a good reminder to make sure we're conserving water back home. For starters, for every AI search that any human does, they're using up a whole bottle of water. So make sure you stop using AI if you can, or very minimally if you have to. Alright, first up, those white birds with grayish feathers and large yellow pouches are the pink-back pelicans. They are colonial nesters. That means you can find up to about 500 of them together in one area. They also have a 9 feet wingspan. During mating season, those yellow pouches turn pink, makes them look like they're blushing. Look to your left, and here's some hippos hanging out right here. We do call a group of them a bloat. Hippos can weigh as much as a small car, about 5,500 pounds. So to maintain that weight, hippos will eat about 100 pounds worth of food every single day. But they're herbivores, so they eat lots of grass, fruits, and vegetation. On the left hand side is the Nile crocodiles. There's some in the water. There's going to be one straight to the back on land. As we come across, you'll see it. It's facing forward towards us. And then there'll be another one in the water right next to us as we come across the bridge. Now crocodiles can grow 16 to 20 feet long. That's as big as a giraffe just laying down on the ground. They do have thermal pressure receptors all over their bodies. That's going to help them to sense any vibrations in the water. That's how they hunt and know things are there. They also will incubate their baby eggs in their mouths. Once they're ready to hatch, they roll them around to help them out. And then they'll carry their babies on their backs or in their mouths to protect them. Now the next area that we're slowly making our way towards is going to be called the savannah. It's going to be a much more open grassland area where all the herds like to hang out and protect each other. So that means they don't need to use just their camouflage as one of their main defenses like in a cherry forest. On the right hand side here, before we enter in, it's going to be the baobab tree, also known as the upside down tree, and the tree of life. When it rains a lot, it stores water in its trunk, so when there are seasons of drought and it doesn't rain a lot, the tree can survive up to about 2,000 years. But also, the animals in the area can chew on the outside of the tree to hydrate themselves, so it is truly the tree of life. Alright, now across the way, you will see some giraffes hanging out over there. Now, giraffes are the tallest living animals alive. They can grow to be about 20 feet tall. When they are born, they're already about 6 feet tall, so taller than the average adult human as a newborn. You will notice lots of trees knocked over on the ground. The elephants will do that to bulldoze them over and get to the vegetation a little easier than other animals like the giraffes. They're going to come around and eat the underside of those trees, so they don't really go to waste. Meanwhile, all of the antelopes that live here, they're going to help mow the lawn by grazing over the grass. So they do work like a team here to take care of their area. Look to your left, right here next to us is the African painted dogs. African painted dogs have their own unique coat patterns on their bodies. They do kind of look like hyenas. They're not related to them at all. They're going to be more related to domesticated dogs. Except they have about a 90% success rate in hunting, so we definitely don't suggest those as pets. They do only have 4 toes on each foot rather than 5. They have really large Mickey Mouse-like ears because they have blood vessels that will help regulate their body temperatures there. Look to your left here, the emblem of our reserve that we saw on that billboard as we entered in, the sable antelopes. Sable's horns can grow about 5 feet long. They're going to use those to protect themselves. Even though they are a prey animal, they're never going to back down to a fight. So that's why they are the emblem of our reserve. We should follow example when it comes to our relationships with animals. Now we're going to see a group of giraffes up ahead, which is called a tower. It looks like the baby one's probably right behind that tree, so hopefully we can get a good angle of them as we go around. Now, these are the Maasai giraffes, as I mentioned before. Their patterns look like puzzle pieces that connect with each other. If you ever visit the reticulated giraffes anywhere, they have more rounded edges on their pattern. He's definitely going to be behind this tree here munching. You'll see lots of giraffes munching. They eat for 16 to 20 hours out of the day. They will only sleep for a total of about 30 minutes in a day. Does look like there may be a giraffe blocking that road in front of that truck around that corner over there. So we're going to hang tight here till they decide they are ready to move out of the way. But this is their home, so we do follow their lead. are still hanging out. They're still blocking the road. But it does look like they're going to encourage them as best as possible to scoot around. Oh, yep, there it goes. I see it moving around. Hopefully we should be on the move soon. On top of the 20 feet tall that giraffes can grow to, their tongues are purple and they can grow about 18 inches long. So they can use that as another foot for reaching food above their heads. In fact, if you look at the trees around us, they all kind of give the same umbrella shape and stop in the same spot. That is due to the giraffes who will eat as many leaves as they can reach.